I, hello, Jeremy.
What's going on, Mike?
Oh my gosh, it's Jeremy Messer.
That's it. With this beard.
I'm digging it. I got to be honest with you. I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah, I mean, most people are. It's okay.
Almost as hairy as my legs.
We'll find out next week how hairy they really are.
Oh, will we? Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah.
Hey, we've got some people in the house already.
Yeah, what is going on, guys? Oh, yes, excited to see you all.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something.
Oh my gosh.
Tommy Bain's going to try to come to retreat.
Tommy Bain, Tommy, you've texted me today and you didn't even speak of it.
Maybe it was supposed to be a surprise.
Well, that's fine.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
I'll still act surprised. I'll still act it. Let's see here. Just share it out here.
Pristine window clean. Bobby Linden is in the house. Bobby, I literally just got home from Bible study. I got your text. I got home in time to log on. So I apologize. I wasn't able to send you that picture. Clear vision window clean. A lot of window cleaners in the house tonight. Nice. Ryan, my main man. What's up, my brother? Logan Gamble. The man with 3 first names, Charles Henry.
Charles Henry, the one and only. Let's talk about you today, Charles.
You're just talking about a good man, that's for sure. GNC Soft Wash, Justin, Nigmeyer. Mike, who do you use for your work shirts? I will type it in here for you, brother. I'm eating so tonight's treat, shrimp. No jokes, by the way. No jokes. I'll type it into the comment section for you, Logan. Okay? It'll come up under me and Jeremy.
Boom. Let's see here. What is today? The 15th. We've had a week off. We didn't have a show last week.
No, we did not.
We did not have a show last week.
That's not right, brother. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again for you, my friend.
Let's see.
There we go. Finprint out of Canada. I use Finprint out of Canada. I'm a big Canadian fan as of late.
Yeah, he supports the Canucks.
I met a gentleman today whose name is Andy, who's from Canada.
How does he say it?
Is it Canadian, eh?
Yep. Does he say his name just like Andy, though?
Well, how else would he say it? they don't say their names different, do they?
They say different words, man. I mean, some of them's got that little French to them,
He definitely had an accent. It was fun to listen to him talk. And he's the guy who brought me all of my skids today. Got 55 of the Cheap Shot skids today. And that was very exciting.
And so he's Canadian and a Mennonite, though.
No. He didn't make them. He just brought them to me.
Oh, okay. Because I'm about to say, if he's Canadian and a Mennonite, I know he doesn't say his name like that. Can't.
So old Skyrise, Patrick says he gets his outfits, his gear from Finprint as well. Highly recommended. And speaking of Patrick, everyone, Patrick had gallbladder surgery yesterday and is doing well. He's convalescing nicely, and I'm going to imagine right now he is in the recliner. Tell me different. Prove me wrong. Hello, Ricky. Oh, man, it's Ricky. I haven't seen Ricky in a long time. Good to see you, buddy. And the boogeyman. Christina, always enjoyable. Come to New England for that seafood. Well, I would love to. You'll have to give me a hearty invite sometime.
Yeah, I'd love to have some seafood.
I've been wanting to go to New England ever since I've became friends with Joe Deary.
I think we should make a trip out of it.
Yep. It would definitely have to be a trip. That's for sure.
The problem is that we all three would have our phones out making videos and no one would actually get to talk to anyone.
Making videos of each other making videos. That would be fun. I love Tim Hortons. Love me some Tim Hortons, Logan. That's Canadian. Lynchburg Pro Wash, evening. Levi. There's the man, Levi. Oh, podcast time.
Going to the gym. You got to watch it at the gym, man.
Do you even lift? Come on, man. Come on. Do you even lift? Andrew, I don't know, Andrew. He definitely had the accent. I could tell he had the Canadian accent. I can't even do it. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Patrick said he's most definitely on the couch, the sofa, the recliner. Yeah, a lot of guys get theirs from FinPrint. I really enjoy FinPrint. Cody, I hope you're doing well, my brother. Thank you, Ricky. Hello, Gage Lake. We'll get right into things here in just a moment. Yep. All right. I think Jeremy went to the retreat. I don't see him anywhere. He must have hightailed it. There he is. He came back.
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back.
All is well.
Yeah, hey, like that background. Let me get out of the way.
Guys, dude, I'm so excited I can't stand it.
I'm pumped. We're a week away. About a week away.
Yep.
Guys, if you ain't there, you're gonna wish you was.
B. Williams says, "Where's my gosh darn cheap shot?"
Yeah,
I hear you, bro. I hear you. Let me just can I vent for just a moment? Let me tell you. I have entered into the retail world. You know this with the cheap shot and other things, and I didn't know how any of this worked. Like I didn't know how frustrating it is to get parts when they tell you that they're on the way. Here's a case in point. I'm going to show you something. I get this package tonight. I just opened it when I got home. Amazon package. They're supposed to be, I ordered 60 of these check valves. 60. Well over $1,000 in check valves. They said they'd be here today. One came. I got one out of 60. And I get an email that says 59 won't be here until February the 6th. Like, so, brother, I get your frustration and know we're all feeling it. Now, it won't be that late because I've got other sources, by the grace of God, that I can source the parts, but that just delays it. You see, I would have sourced it through those other sources had I known. I'm rambling as I eat more shrimp. Well,
so do we need to give an up? Do you want to give an update?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yep, go ahead. Go for it.
Jeremy, if I send you a picture, can you put it on the screen?
I can.
Guys, I'm going to give you an update on the cheap shot. And right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 texts to answer when we get off the phone tonight or off the podcast. It's coming your way, brother. It just left Ohio. It's entering right now into the state of Kentucky. It's going down Interstate 75. It's at exit 29 Corbin, and it should be at your home right now.
There we go.
See? See if you can put that on the screen for me.
Yeah, let me I'm working on it.
Bobby Linden says, Mike, it'll all work out. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Working on it.
Yeah, Levi, you're 100% correct. And I am just learning all of this stuff. Oh, Steve's Premier Pressure Washing or Power Washing is in the house. He identifies as tactical pressure washing. That's what he identifies as. So he's just coming out of the closet as tactical. Dean Gonzalez asked a great question. He said, I was wondering what you guys think of Gatormade trailers. Since both of you own and currently own them, would you recommend them? A hearty 2 thumbs up.
Same. You ready for this?
Yeah, throw it up there.
Can you
Boom.
see it?
Boom. Can you guys see that? That looks like a mirror. One of those when you walk into one of those fun houses and you see all the mirrors.
Is this an illusion?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Is this a cheap illusion?
Well, that was a cheap shot. If there ever was one. No, so I want to say thank you. Up in the comment section, you'll see Steve's Premier Power Washing out of Hamilton. Steve spent 2 days with me and helped me to build all those proportioners that you see back there. There he is now. And today, I want to say thank you to Bobby Linden, who is also in the house. He and Andy, the guy from Canada, brought me all the skids. There's Bobby now. They brought me all the skids, and then I spent the day wrapping what you see there, putting what we call skins, the vinyl, we're calling those skins, and then the tattoo is that marquee at the bottom, the logo there. And I spent the day putting those on there. And so for those of you who are waiting on Cheap Shots, know that it is in process, I promise you. I'm spending countless of my own dollars to make it all happen because now I've got to buy even more of these. And that's just that much more. But Bobby, you're right. It will all work out. But thank you, Steve, and thank you, Bobby.
I'll tell you what, when I start building something, I'm going to tell Steve he's going to come down here and work for me.
Guess who's in the house?
I got me a couple Steves, though. I see him. Oh, Smokey. Hey, buddy. Like that video you sent me.
Hey, B. Williams, won't you text me and I'll give you all the details? I'm glad to help you out. B. Williams is asking about the skins, the custom skins. I'm glad to help out, brother. Just text me and I will get that for you. My number is on the screen. Steve likes Kentucky. He wants to come hang out with you.
Yeah. Kentucky's a good time.
Right. Let's talk about the retreat, man. I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. I'm pumped. Hey, if you guys are still watching, drop it down in the comment section. Joey, drop it down in the comment section if you're coming to the retreat. That's right, Joey. We back. You can't nap when we're around.
I can certainly get you a blank skid. Yes, sir. I can't wait to meet you, Christina, and the hubby. It's going to be a good time. There's Brady already texting me. I promise after the podcast, I'll give you all the details on that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boy, I'll tell you what, I'm excited that Dave's coming. I'm pumped. I saw your message. Sorry I didn't get a chance to respond. We were cooking, eating. I was trying to clean. I've been doing everything today. I got to go back to work for 6 days tomorrow. So, cleaning showers, washing dishes. I've been crazy at it.
Paul is coming.
Who's coming?
Paul.
Am I missing it? Am I not seeing it? Oh, I see him. Yeah. Glow Austin.
I don't know who Glow Austin is.
Yes, Paul is coming.
So Thursday night, we'll get there. Check-in is at 4:00 p.m.
Yep.
Hang out, hold on, fellowship a little bit. I'm sure we'll see one another in the hallways and the byways and highways. And then we'll go to dinner together if you want. We have an official dinner gathering place. And it's just a free night from then on. We might go back to the hotel and chill. It depends on what the weather looks like, I guess, and what's going on out in Gatlinburg. And then Friday morning, we get up bright and early. We go to have breakfast. All of us will be going to the breakfast at the same place, or you certainly can. We'll come back to the hotel. We'll head our little selves down into the conference room where Danny Salyer from Danny's Pressure Washing will give us a brief biblical devotion, just a little thing. See if you can see that on the screen. And then we'll have about 2.5 hours of roundtable discussion. Excuse me. That was shrimp revealing itself.
That's too small to see.
Yeah, it's a little bit small. We're going to have 2.5 hours of roundtable discussion. It's going to be great. It is going to be a good time. We will then go and have lunch together, and you'll just enjoy the town shopping, doing whatever you want to for as long as you want to. And those who want to, on Friday evening at 4:00 p.m., will be back at the hotel and in the hotel parking lot. Lord willing, I'm going to do a cheap shot demonstration, and there I will be giving out the cheap shots to those who have bought their cheap shot. Somebody bought just a proportioner, somebody else got just a skid, and so that's going to be a good time. And then we'll go eat together. We'll go to the hotel for a little while, go eat, and then have another night out on the town doing whatever you want to do. Pretty much do the same thing on Saturday, only we won't have any type of gathering Saturday night. And then Sunday morning we'll get up. We'll have we're going to have just a little tiny church service Sunday morning. And then we'll all hit the eject button. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. Thank you, Mike, for the kind words. He says, congratulations on the new building. And Dean's going to be there, and we're going to have a good time. Yes, I will be dancing. I will be there. So I will be dancing Saturday night. Now, you might not see me, but I will be dancing.
Yeah. Amanda said, what are you most looking forward to next week? And I said, just the fellowship with and networking with everyone. You know, it was, I probably should have said, well, honey, spending time with you. That's the most important thing I was looking forward to.
I think that's a given, isn't it?
I feel like after 15 years, it kind of should be, but I'm still learning.
Yes, sir.
I'm still learning.
What is the head count so far, Jeremy?
The head count. It's a good question. 30. I don't know.
You looking it up?
I am going to look it up. So it's kind of hard to say, okay, because we kind of did it backwards, where we just kind of did it, and it's free. It's not like we're charging anything, so we really didn't have any need to sell any tickets or do anything of that nature. But the problem was, like, we didn't really have a way to get a head count unless they actually booked the rooms. So the rooms, there's 27 rooms that have been booked, but there have been 33 tickets that were claimed, because we went back and did the tickets afterwards. So 33 tickets were claimed. And I still am under the impression that there's going to be some local guys who are just going to show up. So
Yep.
I don't really know. I would expect 40.
Man.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's 40. And I'm not counting spouses. I'm just counting
Right.
dudes and
Christina.
and a few dudes and Christina and a few women. You know, I know some wives work in the business and they're going to come down as well. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know that most people or families are going to come into the actual event room.
And I'm thinking that if Bobby Linden is able to make it, his wife Brittany will be coming into the room as well. They wash together. So
yeah. You know, Dean's coming, and Dean's out in Texas.
Yeah.
I'm
excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dean's going to he's going to fly a drone in. He's actually going to be coming in on a drone, so that's nice. That ought to be interesting.
So here's the dates. It's scrolling across the bottom. I hate to say, you know, book now. If you still want to come, there's still possibility for that. So who was asking? Dale, the dates are the 23rd through the 26th. So that is next Thursday through Sunday. Checkout will be Sunday morning. So yeah, that's what's going on. Dean, we will be frozen when I get to AD, man. It's cold, man. I'm an hour and a half, 2 hours from there. It's so cold here right now. It's been stupid cold. Freezing rain, snow. It's kind of all melted off, but it's still been cold. I want to think early next week it's going to be like single digits a couple nights. But I think for the retreat we're looking, I think it's in the 40s for the retreat so far as of now. I was kind of hoping there'd be some snow, maybe just a little light snow. It's not looking like there's going to be any.
I'm just hoping it's not so cold that my cheap shot won't start.
Well, that's fair. That's true. I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. Pretty fair. And if you guys are still wanting to get a ticket to go, I'm posting the link to grab you a ticket. You'll see it on mine and Mike's channel. You know, like he says it's in the 60s here. I've seen you've been washing. I haven't washed anything since early December. I did some windows. Early December for me. Everything's froze. The wind chill would freeze everything right now if you tried to take it somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
So
what about this? Christine Window Clean says, I wish I could make it down, but baby number 5 is coming on the 30th. Got to stay close to home. Congratulations, brother.
Yeah,
congratulations. That's fantastic.
That's a big number.
That's a number I've never seen before.
Yeah. Better him than me.
No, Charles Henry, let's see. Old Prestige.
Someone just picked a ticket up.
All right. Fantastic.
Nice. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm excited. This is a learning curve for me and Mike on this retreat. We never done it. I kind of had I don't even know. I just kind of had a vision about it. And I said, hey, what do you think about this? And we just kind of took it and ran. And here we are. So it might not be perfect. And we're always looking for feedback. So I can't wait.
That's a weird question there, Steve. Mike, do you play the piano? Well, the answer is there was a time when I did play the piano. I do not play well enough to actually play out in public, but I played a couple of songs in church before. But no, I do not play the piano. Took lessons for a while, but no, don't play. I'm not sure what that's about. Steve's a little bit on the weird side, so You know, it could be anything.
5 girls.
5 girls. Can
Bless
we
you,
go
brother.
ahead? Can
Bet you
we
ain't got
just
no hair.
move? Can we move towards the prayer time right now for this fella? Oh my God,
Remember him tonight.
brother. Let me just tell you something. When them girls turn 13, I want you to call me, and I'm going to tell you what not to do. I am a master at what not to do when the girls turn about 13 years old. You're gonna, life gonna change for you, my brother. But congratulations, my friend.
This is great.
Oh, I see. Steve was asking if I play the piano because I've got a piano in my winter home. This is my winter home. Yeah. So okay, that it's all beginning to make sense.
Oh, gosh. Look here.
Oh,
This is crazy. His oldest one's 6.
good
He's had
God,
one every year.
good God, your poor wife. Bless you, my brother. Do you have twins? Do you have any sets of twins? I'm
Oh,
interested.
my goodness.
I'm laughing for you, brother, because I know you can't. So,
Oh,
that's awesome. That's
oh
awesome.
gosh. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Hey, we have any questions tonight? Maybe perhaps Jeremy and I can help, and if not, then maybe someone in the chat, the comment section, can help us tonight. You've got pressure washing questions, life questions, business questions, marriage questions.
Kids' questions.
Okay. Here we go. That helps my mind a little bit, brother. It helps my mind. I know it helps my heart to know that you have twins. Whew, that's better. That's awesome, brother. I'm happy for you. Jeremy, JC Pressure Washing says, would it be too late to pick up the cheap shot at the retreat instead of getting it shipped? Have you already purchased it? And if that's the case, if you've already purchased it, then yes, I can deliver it to you. That'd be no problem if you've already purchased it.
What do you want to talk about, Levi? What about surfactant? I seen your post where you were going to make your own.
Hello, Cody Feldkamp.
Give us some background here.
Mason's asking about CRMs. I use Marcate, and so does my friend Jeremy. Marcate.
I gotta ask about what Don. Where you at? Tell me again where you're located at. I got a call about Washington Middlesboro this week. I told them they were crazy. Yeah, they're crazy, plumb crazy.
Here's a great question.
Oh.
I get paid a salary. I get paid the same thing every week. My wife pays me a salary. And I'll tell you how that works, Charles. I won't take long to do this, but I will tell you. All the money that comes in after expenses, 12% goes back into the business. I get a salary, and then everything goes into savings. Anything else goes into savings. Does that help? What about you, brother? Jeremy, do you get a percentage or a
I ain't gonna lie. I should have called my business JG Pressure Washing, because I'm like JG Wentworth, buddy. It's my money and I want it now.
Jeez, I love it.
No, I don't pay myself a percentage. I just help myself along as I need to. Which, let's be real, it's not a smart move. It's not
Hello,
a smart
Ron
move.
Musgraves. Ron
So
Musgraves in the house.
I bet Ron's got some advice on pay, as long as
Hey,
he's been around.
let me ask you. Hey, Ron, do you want to argue about anything? Ron knows what I'm talking about.
I seen his post.
Yeah. Let's argue, Ron.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Hey, Ron, if you're still in here, and I assume that you are, what would you recommend? Would you recommend that a guy pay himself a percentage of the income or a salary that would be the same as a yearly wage? We'll wait for your reply.
Yeah.
And then G and C Soft Wash says, are you guys LLC, S Corp, or otherwise?
Who asked us about pay? Charles Henry?
I think it was.
Charles, tell us how you do it. I know me and you've had this conversation, but tell us if you don't mind. I file as LLC. I don't file as S Corp, which I think technically I file as a sole proprietor since I'm single member. Honestly, from what I've been learning this winter on YouTube University is that I probably should consider filing as a S Corp. Let me know Jerry, what are you guys doing? How do you do it? And see, these are great conversations because these are conversations that we can have next week at the round table that some guys just don't know what to do or the right way to do it. And once you get that personal connection with someone there, you can really you can be enlightened. And I'm excited about it because these are great conversation ideas.
Ron says salary, then instead of a savings account, a capital account, the way you don't pay taxes on it.
I've never even heard of
capital about
account.
that.
I don't even know what that is.
I'll have to ask my accountant about that, and I'll answer that question. For all these years, I've been in LLC. In 2025, I now file under S Corp.
Going forward,
I officially 2025, we are an S Corp. We file under S Corp.
Yeah. So my understanding from what I've watched this year, because I've had a lot of questions about it, is an LLC is just a shell. It's just the frame. It's just whatever it is. The S Corp is just the way you do the taxes. Right? You're really not changing your business. You're just changing the way you file the taxes on your business.
That's right. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, and Ron says, now I believe, Ron, you're right about that. Most CPA or accountants won't do it. You're probably right about that. Do you just got a guy who does, or do you do your own? You do your own work. Yeah, Boogeyman says it's better tax wise. By the way, that's long term. That's not immediate. Like you won't necessarily see the benefit of an S Corp, but long term you will.
Yeah.
Great conversation.
It is. Well, from my understanding on the S Corp, you have to pay yourself a fair wage. There's a fair wage rule, right?
Well,
but there's also, God, what is they call it? They call it K1. You can do K1 or something like that. Take draws or payment through K1, and there's no FICA, no tax, no nothing on that. I'm not sure. I'm not a tax accountant, right? But the videos I'm watching, I don't even know if it's called a K1. I think it's called something like that. But very interesting because the guy that I'm watching, it's a large channel. Says, if you're making over 500, if you're making over 50,000 a year, then you should be doing an S Corp.
So real quickly along the same line, move on. Jerry asks, why did you change the S Corp? That's a long story. The simple answer is because my tax guy very adamantly suggested it, and I finally got someone who would be willing to talk about it. I've had 2 other tax individuals who refused to talk about it. Finally, it was like, no, this is something you definitely need to do, because I'm paying way too much in taxes, and the S corp it allows for more. And you really need to look into it, because I'm absolutely not an expert on it whatsoever. I can have a 30-second discussion on it at max, but if you earn more than 60,000 in profit, you ought to move towards that. And I would talk to my accountant about that if I were you.
Yeah, one of the things that I've learned is that you can have a board of directors. So you could technically put your family on there as board of directors, or whoever you want it to. So then, you take a board of directors annual meeting. You have a board of directors luncheon. You meet monthly, weekly, whatever it is, You got to have, now, from my understanding, you got to have a book, and you need to be doing minutes and keeping an account of things, like serious account of your stuff for your meeting. But it sounds pretty interesting. And from the looks of it, there's a lot of people in here doing S corp.
Mm-hmm. Tommy Bain's an S corp.
Ron, I would absolutely smother. I'd probably be living in like Papua New Guinea or something if that ever happened to me.
Well, that latter part there, if you'll throw that back up there real quickly, never pay yourself a ton. He's 100% correct about that. If you're going to do S corp, you got to pay yourself a fair salary, but a lot of guys want to pay themselves too much. They end up paying a lot of taxes, and over the long haul, it does add up. Ron, you're 100% correct. Hello, Christina.
Yeah. I've missed a bunch of comments. I feel so bad here. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah, I've missed this one.
That's a great conversation. Well, one of the things that we're going to do during the roundtable discussions, guys, is going to be very interesting. We're going to open the floor to success stories, both in 24 and in success stories already in 25, like some things that you're looking forward to. Because we got guys like, say, Steve's Premier Power Washing, who will be there. And Steve is in this will be, if I correct me, but I'm 99.9% correct on this, that this is Steve's first full year. And I know that it's Steve's first full-time year. He just retired as a police officer, and now he's going full-time into pressure washing. And I think this is his second season. And the contracts that he has landed and his methodology he's on fire. He is on fire. And so I'm going to open up the floor. We are going to open up the floor to guys who've had some success stories for 2 reasons. One, it will bring about discussion, but then secondly, it will encourage some guys and gals who may feel like they need a retreat because they're going to pull their hair out and they're just almost burnout. You get it. So I want to get that chatter going, because I want some guys and gals to really come away encouraged, because Steve's not doing anything that anyone else can't do. I'm going to give you a real quick, for example. The other day, Steve goes into the bank to cash a check, what have you. And the lady behind the counter, the what do you call it, the clerk, what have you.
The teller.
The teller. He says, I'm sorry that I can no longer bank here. This is God's honest truth. This is how it happened just this week. He says, I'm sorry I can no longer bank here. It's all these years I've been banking here, but I want to move my services. And the teller said, well, pray tell, why is that? And he said, well, I can't continue banking here with your building as dirty as it is. He literally walked her outside to look at the dirty building and concrete and then scheduled an appointment with the branch manager. That's the kind of, listen, so people are waiting for opportunities. You have to create some opportunities. Some opportunities you can actually create. And Steve's creating opportunities. Listen, the list goes on and on and on about how he'll drive. He told me though that blows my mind. He said as a patrolman, he would drive through neighborhoods and he has over 1,000 addresses of dirty homes that he'll be sending cards to, handwritten or individual cards, to these 1,000 houses to pick up business. Listen, anybody can do that. If you're waiting on opportunities, you might be waiting forever. Sometimes you have to create opportunities. Ron's all over the tax stuff, isn't he? Ron, I'm going to have you start filing my taxes for me, bud.
You know, what we need to do is we need to get a CPA on here sometime. That's what we need to try to do.
Ooh, nice.
Especially like right now. I mean, sometime in the next, month, if we could round one up that is open to doing this, and they ain't got to come on here and tell us every single thing to do, but there's just a lot. And I think I can probably round one up. I know of one in our industry that probably I could get on here to do some stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's just like Jerry's got a great question here, and it's like, do you pay tax? I mean, I don't know. Do you pay them? I have no clue. I'm not sure how that works.
Steve says he has a meeting with the branch manager next week at that bank.
I know, Nick. I'm full of great ideas. By the way, Nick, I did get your shirt order. We got it in.
Evan Polly, who is one of our exclusively fresh members, says, "What's the ROI on targeting marketing or targeted marketing?" That's tough. That's tough because really, if you're just talking about one round of targeting marketing, it's tough to gauge ROI on that because sometimes you can say there's zero, and then there may be results come the next year. I literally will have people call me back the next year. Hey, I got your card, or I saw you I saw your ad. I'm like, I hadn't posted it in forever. So it's hard to know really. You certainly can't throw out a percentage, but I will tell you that every card that you do not send out, or every door that you do not knock, or every branch manager that you do not approach, you'll never get those jobs. So that's not to avoid your question. It's a legitimate question, but another legitimate question is, how hungry are you to get leads and jobs? And sometimes you have to create opportunities.
What's the saying? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
You don't take. Yeah.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Just like this. Don't listen to CPA. Get you a tax attorney. That's who you want. I don't know. I'm just going based off of that. But I tell you, I think it'd be good if you could find a tax attorney / CPA. A lot of them are both. At least that's what I've come to understand.
That's a dangerous question, Steve. What would everyone consider a reasonable salary for S Corp?
So that video I was watching, the guy was saying if you made $100,000, a reasonable salary would be, say, 40. And I think you could probably go a little bit less than 40.
And get away with it.
Yeah. I think it depends on reasonable, and it might be like reasonable as a percentage of what you've made. Maybe it's based on where you live. your location. I don't know.
If you had $1,000 for marketing to start off in the spring, where would you use it if it were your business? I would spend, if all I had were $1,000, and I'm answering this question right off the cuff. So ask me again tomorrow. My answer may change a little bit. I'd put all $1,000 into yard signs. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what say you?
I'd say the same thing. $1,000. Don't even know that I need $1,000 worth, to be honest with you. I probably need at least 100 in my area.
100 signs.
In 100 yard signs. I'd take 100 yard signs. I'd probably get me some 5x7s from Fresh Rinse Media. And then I would put the yard signs up, and then I'd knock on businesses. In fact, you don't even need $1,000. Do what Steve does.
Yeah.
Walk in and tell them their business is dirty and you can't do business with them.
Yeah. And if you do like this, it gets everyone's attention in the place.
Just tell them you want to close your account.
I'm closing my account. And I know Steve. Steve's like, I'm closing my account and I'm taking all $300 with me.
Yeah. Oh, Smokey says yard sign and radio station. I've never done a radio station, Smokey. Never done it. You know what we need to do, Ron? If you're still on here, I seen your last message. I seen you comment a minute ago. If you're still on here, maybe we can set up a date to get you on here sometime.
That'd be awesome.
I think it'd be great.
My CPA told me I don't know that that's true, but I don't know that it's not, brother.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nick. Yes. Remember what one brother said out there? It was pristine. Was it pristine or was it prestige? Who just said, here it is. Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
Very true. I don't know that yard signs work for everyone and every location, but man, they've been good to me.
Vulcan says, I do donuts in the parking garages from the top floor, level 1. The next day, he says, I go close them. Sure you do. Pristine Window Cleaning wants to know where my song came from. Well, it's AI, and I'll type it in here. Let me type it in here. There you have it. Suno.com.
Giving out all the secrets tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were talking about just a few moments ago. Evan was asking, is it true that if I add my wife as an owner of the business, it saves taxes? Well, it would if you were to pay her a salary. But listen, I'm no tax guy. Did you get that number right there?
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. I just saw your text, Charles. Okay, I keep that between us.
I'm excited, Christina. It's going to be a good time, young lady.
Oh, absolutely. Logan,
here's one. Logan says, I love in-person estimates. Shows the customers that you truly want to conduct business. Very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, Logan, real quick question on that. You seem to you said you enjoy it, so you kind of lean heavily in that direction. That's wonderful. Hey, what time of the day do you normally go? And if they work during the daytime hours, what time do you go do those in-person estimates? I'm interested. Boogeyman says, no, it won't. I think what he's saying there is it does not help you on your taxes if your spouse is an owner. I think that's what he was.
What's the difference if your spouse is on there? And that's just me thinking. If your spouse is on there and then she's having to pay taxes, you're still paying taxes as a family.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure how that works.
I'm not either. I'm not a tax person.
Oops, sorry. I just about to throw one up there. How about this one?
Yeah.
Gage Lake, I believe, is your guy for Facebook ads. And I couldn't really tell you a lot about the SEO stuff.
SEO, man, I'm looking at Adam McChesney, Builders of Authority. I've seen him speak. I've talked to him personally several times. I like the guy. I like everything he's got going. That's who I'd be looking at for my website and SEO stuff.
Great question, Bruce. Welcome to the show, by the way. He said, would you put branded signs? I think he meant bandit signs out on the corners, or just pressure washing signs with phone number.
I think he means like company branded.
Oh, I see. Forgive me. You were correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was a typo or autocorrect. Okay. So my signs only say house washing and then the phone number, and in between, very narrow, it says Mike's pressure washing, but it's a full color, really bright sign. Remember this, guys. Yellow is the first color recognized by the human eye. So I would encourage you, even if it's a black sign, have yellow letters, or a yellow sign with black letters, or what have you. But yellow is the first color recognized by the human eye. That's why you see school buses and safety signs and many fire trucks, so forth and so on, are yellow.
And Mike's pressure washing.
And Mike's pressure washing.
And Ready Wash Systems.
Boom, boom. That's right.
And Mike's wall on his house in the background.
Yeah, that's right. In my winter home.
Jay, buddy, we're glad to have you. Looking forward to it next week.
Here's a good one. Vulcan says, I'm going to try some in-person quotes, but only in the higher end areas, and only if I have time to go quote it in person. My thought is, if I do not close it, I can prospect to some businesses in the area. I like that. Logan answers my question. My question was, what time do you usually do your in-person estimates? He says 12 to 3, usually around an average lunchtime, especially with a lot of at-home workers. Sure. Thank you, brother. Thank you for answering my question. I was going right to that.
Back on the taxes.
Ron has a very interesting take. The women-owned businesses open up more opportunities for capital at reduced rates and other qualifying things for the government. That's a great, interesting concept. Thank you for sharing that.
I also know that if you're a woman or a minority, you have a better chance of landing government contracts?
Well, I often identify as a woman, Jeremy.
Uh,
Hey, Vulcan asked if I just happen to have a sign lying around. Now that I have a shop, I have nothing lying around. I'm not even lying around. Well, I apologize. Text me. I can send you a picture of it.
oh, goodness.
Ooh,
Look at this guy.
nice.
I seen you shipped about 4,800 plants out the other day.
Yeah. Are they all legal? Huh? Be honest. Read that one, Jeremy. That is a great idea.
We should have everyone coming from the conference bring their marketing material, signs, card, flyers, so we can discuss what works, what doesn't work. Okay. That is a good idea. It's a good idea. Bring pictures. How about that? We can bring pictures.
Yeah, but if you've got 5x7 cards, business cards, you might not want to bring a full yard sign, but you could bring your door hangers. That'd be great. Pass those around. Heck, I might hire somebody to wash my house. Okay, here's one. And extra, an extra 300. That's what it is. An extra 300 says, I wash in the morning and day, then give estimates from 4 to 6. In-person estimates are crucial for me to upsell, build rapport, and close the sale. I like the way you think.
I'm right there with him.
Yeah.
Or her, or whoever.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I like to have an extra 300 myself.
Yeah. Not sure about minority owned. I would imagine so. Hmm.
Huh.
All right, guys, we are approaching the top of the hour. If you've got any questions, throw them out there. We'd love to hang out with you and answer some questions.
I'm way down here.
I don't do a lot of post construction, but there's good money in it.
Yeah. If you're in the Facebook groups, say Jimmy. I guess that's Jimmy. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Jemai. Should have never tried to say that. My bad. Sorry. I'd look up Nick Staten there in the Facebook groups. He does tons of post construction.
Nick Staten, look him up.
Yep.
Here's one for us. Evan says, are your close rates different from in-person estimates or online estimates?
Yep.
That's a great question. About the same.
Yeah. Yep. Ron, the show is next week, January 23rd through the 26th. It's a retreat. We're having a retreat. Very informal. We have a conference room set up. It's going to be strictly roundtable discussions. No speakers. No lineup. I guess you would say. Would that be what you'd say, Mike? No lineup.
Yeah.
It's more of a relaxed retreat, getaway, family, some business owners hooking up to talk shop for a few hours a day.
Now, Vulcan has a great. First of all, let's talk about this in-person versus non-in-person. Someone had a question here. Evan says, are your close rates different from in-person estimates or online estimates? I think most people would say most people who do in-person estimates are going to say that their closing rates are higher if they do. And I wouldn't doubt that in the least. So I don't want to throw shade on that. Then we come right down here. And before we get to that one, Sean says, a key success for us was building packages for in-person estimates. See, that's great. I love that. But then we've got a guy swimming upstream here that says, my issue is I close most of my phone calls on the phone, so my competition never gets to meet them. They sign my Markate agreement right away. You see, winner on either end. Yeah. There's a winner on either end. So really, where do you land? You're probably going to argue that as being the best wherever you land. So,
well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Ah, that's good. That's good.
That's how I think about it. Commercial. Well, like I said, we don't really have commercial. We're not really having speakers, but there's going to be a lot of guys that do commercial there. There's going to be a lot of guys that do residential. There's going to be guys with crews, and there's going to be solo guys. There's going to be guys who are just starting. Maybe some that's not even started yet.
Yeah, and once again, Ron, keep in mind this is not a conference. It's not a show. It is truly just a retreat. There's no cost to it other than the hotel, and we're putting this on, but we're not making any money. The only thing that would look show-esque is the cheap shot demonstration at 4:00 on Friday if the weather is permitting. But besides that, this is very relaxed.
Yep. Charles, I'm not cool with that, man. I'm not down with that personally.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible thing. Terrible
thing.
YouTube help. Listen, YouTube has nothing to do for Kentucky Wash Pro's business, right? Mm-hmm. YouTube is solely for me a journal, a diary.
Nice.
I guess that's what you'd call it, a documentary of my journey, how it's progressed, and so I can look back on it. That's all it ever was meant to be for me, showing how I was building things, how I was doing things. I personally don't think I'd ever use YouTube for business marketing at this point. I never really see anyone with any real success do that in our field.
Now, one of the things that you can do is make short commercials, even if it's out in the field, just short 1 minute, 2 minute clips, and then text those to your potential customers, to your leads, and they can watch that. But most people still aren't using YouTube as their search engine to find in home service based businesses. So I agree with Jeremy.
Yeah.
Grand Slam Power Wash, how are you, my friend?
Yeah. Ooh. Let's see here.
Buck and Doe is correct. He says YouTube also builds credibility and a portfolio of jobs when customers look at you on Google. That's true. That's exactly right. You're right. Google recognizes it as a legitimate landing spot for your business. So sure.
Absolutely. Yep. Nick, sounds good to me, brother. Pick my brain all you want. There's not a lot there, but have at it.
It won't take the whole 3 hours, that's for sure. Grand Slam, I'm no longer doing yard signs, brother. There wasn't enough markup in it for me. I added it to my repertoire for that sake so that I could say that I've got all 4 marketing areas. But for the most part, it wasn't lucrative enough for me to take the time to do it. I'd say UZ Marketing is probably your best bet.
Check out UZ or check out Dope.
Dope. Yeah. Dope Media.
Let's see here. Mike, we're about 5 minutes over.
About time to throw
Land
in the
this
text.
plane.
Grand Slam says, I missed you guys last week. We weren't on last week, brother.
Yeah.
Jeremy wimped out or something.
We did. Mike was out doing the Lord's work.
I forget what I had last week. What was I? What did I have last week?
You go to the airport.
Oh, yes. Pick missionaries up at the airport.
I said do the Lord's work.
I knew that. I couldn't remember. I knew it was something I was doing for the church, but I couldn't remember what it was. Pick some Africans up from the airport. That's what Mike does on his spare time. He goes picks Africans up at the airport.
Missionaries, wasn't it? Is that what it was?
Missionaries. Yes, sir.
Missionaries.
Yes, sir. Sean, are you going to be there, brother? I hope that you can be, my friend.
Absolutely.
Jeremy, whenever you want to hit the eject button and pray for us.
I'm good now.
Okie dokie. All right, let's pray. Go ahead, my brother.
All right. Heavenly Father, Lord God, we thank you for the opportunity to gather tonight, Lord, with our friends and family, Lord. We just give you praise and thanks for your Son, Jesus Christ. Most importantly, Lord, be with us, Lord, throughout this week. Lead, guide us, and direct us in all parts and paths in our life. I pray for our friends and pray for ourselves, Lord, that during this winter time that we can reflect on our previous year and have a good, steady path and plan to go forward to in 2025 with our business. We just pray that you'll bless us, Lord, that we can be a blessing to others. Just lead, guide us, and direct us in everything that we do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen and amen. God bless you all.
Appreciate you guys. We'll see you all.
And to all, good night.